Hi friends, welcome. We'll try to learn the conditional check using if, else, elif and all. So this syntax is quite simple. But as a system architect point of view, this the what condition to check based on the application is more important. After learning the syntax, we'll focus more on that. And in another thing also, Python provides a easy way of writing, easy to understand. We call it Pythonic way. So that also we'll learn how in a better readable language this logic checking will develop. We'll learn all about this. Visit this URL. This the link is there in the description below. See the all the codes. You can copy the codes. These are the sample codes only. See the flow diagram, the logics, and it is explained here also. You can just scroll down. Was the code? Then here you will get a link to GitHub, and from GitHub you can get a link to your Collab platform and work out in all these source codes in your Collab platform. Visit Google. Here you can just type Google Colab. So this is a cloud based platform from Google. Last time what we have used the same file, we will use it. I am just opened it. This is a free Google Python platform. I am just using a browser mine, so I am not using any downloaded software here. So a simple Chrome browser I am using and connecting using my Google login. So before that you must log in. Now this is what previously we have seen. Now let's start with a simple if command. But you see, let me connect it meanwhile. So it will be connecting to the backend server at the cloud. So let's say mark a variable. I am just setting it. Mark is 55. Now I am writing a condition here. If mark is greater than or equal to. So let me say equal to 50. This is the one which you should not forget here, because most of the time we will do this mistake. Fine. Now status equal to pass. Now what happens if the else condition, else is not checking any condition. Otherwise, whatever with, if it is not true, then false. Then status equal to fail. Then what happened? Definitely we want to show the user what the status is. So we'll say print status. So fine, let's just run it. Meanwhile, you can see here to our right, you can see here RAM disk space is allotted. So it is connected now. Let me just run this. You can see here it is showing pass. Now if I will make this one little less than say 45. Now let me run this. It is fail. I will write the same thing in a different way. Just read it. Same logic, same output. I will write it. Now status equal to, now it is pass. Okay, let me write p pass. If mark is greater than or equal to 50, then else fail. Now here in this, to maintain the same code block, sorry, here I have to not to give, okay, mark equal to, let me say 65. Here the else is, it's not an end of statement. I'll remove this. Fine. Now let's run this. Sorry, I had to print the status. So now the status value it will take based on the logic, based on the mark we set. But read this line. This is the easy way of writing and easy to read also. Now let me just see. It is pass. Now let me just change it to something less. 25. The logic should tell me fail. Okay. See, this was this line number 2. This is a single in a line also. I can write it. We say it Pythonic way because it is easy to read. Once the if condition fails, we can use either elif or else. Then what's the difference between them? In our collab, let's add one more code block. Let's paste this code. Let's move up a bit. Yeah, here you see if is a condition check, it checks this condition, whereas elif checks also the condition, but else there is no conditional check. It's the final block to be executed. Both else and elif is executes when previous condition fails. Now let's run this and see what output is. Y is greater than 15. This line gets executed. Why? Because here is 10 and 20. First condition, x is greater than y. No, it's false. So it has come to elif. Y is greater than 15. Fine. Yes, this is true. So this else, which is below that, it didn't get a chance to be executed because this condition becomes true now. Now let us make this condition. What we will do is, this instead of making it 20, let's make it 12. So it is greater than 10. So this condition will pass, but this condition also, it will be, this condition will fail. So it will jump to elif, and this condition will fail. So it should jump to else condition. Now let us run it. Y is greater than x but less than 15. So this condition. So here is a basic difference between elif and else is, elif adds one conditional check and else nothing is there. If everything is false, then else. Let's add one more code block. Say I am giving mark equal to 85. I am giving a grade now. So what I will say, if 80 in between 80, so 8 less than equal to mark, then this itself less than equal to 100. So mark is in between this band, then semicolon print. Sorry, it's a string, so I have to grade A. Now this way also I can write it. So grade is A. Now what happens after 60 to 80? I want to keep it a B grade. But you may say, okay, put another if condition here. But that's not the better way, because see, once somebody got a grade A, I am agreed with that. Grade A got. There is no point in checking that you should check it for B grade, because both grades cannot possible. So for that purpose, instead of using one more if, we will use elif. Elif. Now let's say 60. Elif 60. Now less than equal to mark. Now less than equal, less than, because here the issue will be 80 belongs to what? It is grade A, so we can't expect 80 to be here. It must be less than. So less than 80. Print. Say string, so I am writing grade B. Now see here, condition is I have used elif. Now these two, now mark I have given 85. Now let me just put it 80, the border case. So in case of 80, what you should do is grade A. But 79, if I'll put 79 here, so it must give me grade B. So this is a better way rather than one more checking if. Now what happens if somebody is not even 80? What will happen? So we see, here we will put a else condition. Print fail. So now let's bring down the mark to 60. Let's see the border case 60. So what happens? Somebody got a 60, so is grade B. What happens if it is 59? Sorry. So fail. So this is how you will build the logic. Imagine here, if how the efficiency, if first condition directly these two are not checked, then one more check is there. If it is true, then else is not checked. If both these two are failed, means given the false as output, then only the else block is executed. We can use logical operators like and, or, not in our conditional checks. Let me add a code block here. So I am pasting a code here. You can get the entire source code. The URL is in the description. See here, you can take the user input as you discussed, or you can simply assign the numbers to 3 variables. And if condition here, you see, if n1 is greater than n2 and n1 is greater than n3, that means n1 is the highest of the 3. So then, and n2 is greater than, second one is higher than third one, then sequence is n1, n2, n3. Suppose if this condition is failing, Then what happens? Then we are printing a else condition here, because then the sequence is clear, n1, n3, n2. So like that, each stage is three way it is checked, and use how the see here how the every first elif condition, sorry, first if condition is checked. If this is not the case, then it comes to second elif condition, then elif condition. See here, let's just run this and see the sequence here. You can see 3, 2, 1. Fine, that is how the sequence is. Now suppose if the middle number I am putting it above the more than the all the three, now it should be also 4, 3, 1. It is always maintained. Now let me go give this 6. So now it is 6, 4, 1. So this is how our if, elif and efficiently. We are not using multiple if checkings here. Let us check a or combination, means any one of them is true. So if the month is Jan or Feb or March, then this is the financial year end. So if in Indian financial system, January, February, March, these 3 months are the last quarter. So if any our current month is anything within these three, then it's the current. Otherwise, it is not the year ending, financial year ending quarter. So you can change this to say October. Now let me, saving. Okay, let's see. So financial year is not ending now, but let me make it Jan. So we'll say this is the last quarter of the financial. So any one of them is true. You can make it February or you can make it March. Let me add one not case here. Just see this grade. Now here, if it could have been grade A, then you are grade A. What I am doing, I am adding a not condition here. The reverse, it will just, if it is true, if this is true, then it will make it false. If it is false, it will make it true. So when I am running this, you are in A grade. So grade A, not. You are not in A grade. So this condition is printed. So this condition false, because though it is grade A, because I have added a not condition here. Sometime we'll write the code later. So we'll leave it for the right now, and we'll see afterwards the logic or the code part will write later. So let's just see age is 15, but if age is 18, then pass it. We are not yet sure what code we should write it. Otherwise, suppose if I'll remove this line, I'll get an error. Now let me just see this, run it, because okay, it's already, it has given me error, so it will give error. So I am not supposed to do that. So I can use a pass saying that okay, in afterwards or in future I will enter the code here. For the timing, let me finish up the else part, or subsequent to this what code it is. Now let's just run this. So fine, print adult. Now it is age is less than 18, so it is not giving any output. Now let me make it 25, so you can see it adult. So this is how the logic, and you will get more such codes to practice in the URL whatever we have provided. So that is there in the description. You can practice them in your system. That's all, friends. Hope you have understood the logics and the syntax of using these conditional blocks. So in developing the application, these are widely used, and we'll also experience or we'll learn about while we go for the sample codes and all. We'll develop small applications and use these conditions. Please let us know if you have any doubt, idea, suggestion, questions. Use the comment section below to post it. And my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you're notified all the time when we post our tutorials. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.